Preston Oshita was the star quarterback at Lane Tech College Prep, a selective enrollment high school a couple blocks away from my secondary education at St. Benedict. Growing up in Chicago, word spread quickly of rising musicians. You had Chancellor Bennett over at Jones, Victor Mensa from Whitney Young, and Jason McJenkins down south at Hirsch. Names were popping up everywhere with the SoundCloud links to go around. We all knew each other. We worked with young Chicago authors and competed in poetry slams. I won 3 of them before graduation. In that time span, my buddies were getting familiar with the Save Money crew. They were all seniors when we were freshmen, but through the power of social media, it wasn't long before we learned their true musical talent. We would share links, comment for collaboration, and wonder who was up next. It was a small world back when fame hadn't yet launched them to the stars, and for Preston, he was literally out of this world. Oshita, best known as Towkio, is coming off of the impressive 2015 mixtape Wave Theory, which featured Chance the Rapper, Donnie Trumpet, and the Leather Corduroys. He broke through on the Grammy Award-winning coloring book from Chance as a feature on the song Juke Jam, where he handled the hook. While maybe most impressive on his resume is the fact that he is the first rapper to be signed by Rick Rubin in 2 decades. Yes, Rick Rubin, the co-founder of record label Def Jam Recordings, the winner of 8 Grammys, and producer of legendary albums. He's been instrumental in most of the music we've listened to, and his fingerprint left a mark on Towkio's debut album. In an interview with Zane Lowe from Apple's show Beats One, Rubin said, "Musically, it takes you on an adventure. Before it released to the world, there was another adventure to take before starting the musical journey." Ever heard of the one where the rapper dropped an album from space? Me neither. Ambitions were high when Towkio released his debut studio album, Worldwide Wave. On Friday, he dressed in a spacesuit, stepped into a helium balloon with a speaker, and listened to the record as he went up 100,000 feet into the stratosphere. On his Instagram page, videos were posted to document the historic event. Towkio isn't afraid of anything. After being extorted by Mexican police, he left the country before the worst earthquake in a decade and risked his life hanging out the car window by his legs while shooting a music video on a volcano in Hawaii. Before he touched the sky, he spoke to music publication DJ Booth and said, "Worst comes to worst, I'll die the only way I would want to die." After the album played in full, he parachuted safely back to Earth and is more alive than ever. The album features his melodic, distinct voice, which raps over up-tempo electronic beats, blending jazz and hip-hop. It's a defining moment for an artist at the top of his game. The message of the album is influenced by the overview effect, which is the concept of astronauts leaving Earth and having an out-of-body experience, where they look back to the planet and see how precious life truly is, and the everyday endeavors seem minuscule when looking at the bigger picture. Highlights from the album are Symphony with Teddy Jackson, Morning View with SZA, Forever with Vic Mensa, and Drift. It was a long time coming from the Chicago native and former Lane Tech football star, and we're all glad that he was able to make a safe landing, releasing a stellar project, and scoring another touchdown. For The Real Deal, I'm Robert Segovia.